Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday in the Kitchen with Ian. Today, we're going to be using one of my favorite tools. Let's see if I get it in the picture. This thing saved my butt many times when I had mom move in here. This is my multi-cooker, my Deluxe Multi-Cooker. It's a pressure cooker, slow cooker, a sous vide cooker. It's a pressure cooker. So we're going to make some onion soup with this. So to remind everybody, this is Thursday in the Kitchen with Ian. I'm a retired critical care nurse. I've been doing Pampered Chef since 1995. I quit when I went back to school for nursing, was out for about 3 years and started back up 6 years ago. So 26 years. No, October will be 7 years since I've been back at it. Today we're gonna do this quick recipe. It usually sounds like it's going to take all afternoon, but with the tools I'm using, it's going to take about 30 minutes. So you're stuck with me for about 30 minutes. All right. Let's see if I get the comments working. Yeah, last time I had my comments working. But let's see, drop where you're at in the comments. And if I can't see them, I'll reply to them after we're done. But the first thing we're going to do is we got to get some onions going. So you see all my, I have a big island, but never enough room for everything, of course. But we're going to use my rapid prep mandolin to chop the onions. I'm going to put them in, and I have it set on a slice. Got a nice slice going. I like that size. I don't want them too small because with the pressure cooker, they'll disintegrate. But what's going to happen is we're going to start this in the pressure cooker. And then we're going to sear them off after a couple minutes. And then put it back on. So it's quick and easy. So the recipe calls for 2 onions, but you know me, I cook with my heart. And I like some onions. So we're going to add the onions into our pot. It has a removable pot. We're going to add these in. And then we're going to add in, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. We're using beef broth. We have 2 containers of beef broth. We're going to start out with a half a cup of broth. And then the recipe calls for a red dry wine. You could use a Shiraz or a Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm making this for Mom and me. She likes, I did this one time and she likes it. I'm not changing it up on her. So I used dry vermouth or dry white wine. So we're going to use a half a cup of that. And then I'm going to be Paula Deen going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. All right. So this is the hardest part. All that's in there. I'm going to put my lid on. Make sure we're set. And I'm going to set it to custom. Custom time. Set it down for, oh, come on. I'm going to set this for 8 minutes. It's going to build up pressure and go from there. It's going to cook. And while I'm doing that, you see in the other side of the picture, I have my Deluxe air fryer. So I'm going to heat it up. It has 2 levels. It has the top one, which is the toaster side. You can make pizzas in here. It has the lower side, where I use it for bacon, air frying. And what's cool is that you could open up both sides. You could double do. You could set this up. Starts up, says let's get cooking. You could use bottom, air fry, custom, convection bake, roast, preheat, deform, dehydrate, heat and crisp. I'm using the top, so I'm going to hit the top. We're going to toast. So I move it to toast. Then I'm going to do a shade with 2 and 2 slices. So we'll let that heat up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm cheating. You can make the recipe you'll get if you get the recipe. We'll show you how to use baguette and do croutons. It's just mom and me, so I'm really cheating. And my croutons are going to be 2 slices of bread. And I'm just going to toast the bread and then take them out and then put cheese on top of them, grated cheese. And now me and my crouton will go in the bowl. It's not rocket science. It's really easy. So let's see. Now I have an outline to keep me on base. So like I said, showing the Deluxe Multi-Cooker, this is cooking, breaking the onions down and getting some flavor into them. Then we're going to empty them and put the onions back in and cook them under sear and get them a little brown. And then we're going to add back some more stock and the juices that were drained out and cook it for 2 more minutes and it will be done. Quick and easy. Let's see. We use the Rapid Mandolin Press, Rapid Prep Mandolin. So what I like about this is we get the same flavor of standing over the stovetop and caramelizing your onions. But without all the fuss, not standing there for hours on end. So I'm going to take some Swiss cheese. And my toaster's ready. So It's really rocket science. I'm going to take one of the racks, put my bread on it, and we're going to stick it in the toaster. So you see it says it's ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast this really quick. Just hit the start button. All right, now it's toasted. I don't want to go. So you can cancel that. Let's do this right here. What I like about this is you could sync it. It's got a sync feature, so I could start something down here and have something up here. So I could have like the casserole down here, and if I want to have some vegetables, roasted vegetables, I could start it here, put the vegetables in here, and sync it. And when it's time to roast the vegetables, it will roast the vegetables. It will start this top and roast the vegetables, so everything is at the same time. Okay. So that's counting down. So for my cheese, we're going to use our adjustable coarse grater. And we're just going to grate some of this, and we'll put it on the Okay, so I have some grated cheese. And of course, this is the dog tax if you have a dog, but guess what? It's going to be the chef tax today. Coming up to pressure, I could smell it. It sounds good. So you see my cute little, last week I showed you some of the new products. This is a small cutting board. Same as the larger one. Same as the larger one. It's got a groove on the other side too to count like a quarter cup of juice. Particle wood fiber, so it doesn't dull your knives. Really nice. It's got the silicone grip, so it doesn't slide all over your counter. And then my toe. So I'm going to pull it out. And whoa, I think I overdid a little bit. That's all right. Because they're going to go into my soup. So that tells you how fast it does. Okay, I'm going to put that back in. And then we're going to wait to redo something with it. I'm going to put it to broil the last minute while the soup is being finished. All right. So let's talk about all this is doing. This is my commercial time. So want to remind you, we still have till the 31st Sunday. We're doing, Pampered Chef is doing double donations. Um, so if there's a group, um, we could get a fundraiser going and do it 2 days, a text party, do it really fast, 2 days, and get some money earned for your group. It could be a church. I have two going on right now. One is Colm's Journey, a young little boy, just turned 5 months. He has a venous malformation, and the only treatment they have treatments, but there's a specialist over in Italy that is working on it, and they're taking him to Italy. So we're raising money to get the family to Italy to get him fixed up. It's the procedure is a better remedy than what we could do for him here. It's not certified here by the FDA yet, so got to go to Italy, and it will make him breathe better. Basically what it is, it's a venous veins malformation, a growth of veins that's impeded on his trachea and it causes breathing issues. So there's a way this doctor is treating to shrink that malformation and get him to where he could breathe better. Also, showed you that. Of course, I have the new products that are coming out. I don't know if you see it here. This is coming out for the fall. It's a stone. You could do maple leaf cookies, thin cakes, whatever you could do with it. But it's properties of our stoneware. They brought this out last year for our celebration for Canada's. When we started going into Canada, starting selling in Canada, they brought it out and we said, we want it. And so they brought it so we could have it. It's good. It's in our catalog till the end of October, I think. So just 2 months worth of time, you get this. So if you have Canadian family, you want to buy some gifts for them and you can mail it up to them, that would be something to do. But also a party. I'm booking parties for September and October. I have a couple openings for a live party, in-person party in September. Or we could do virtual like this, where I set up a Zoom and your friends could join in on Zoom and we could do a quick little demo there and talk and get to know everybody. I do see some people here. I see oh, hey, Lisa. My friend Lisa, one of my nurse friends, she's in Colorado. This is a beef broth, Lisa. Nothing, you could also use a bone broth to get some more nutrients in it. But like I said, this is Mom and Ma's dinner, and she's 89 and I don't want to upset the cart. I'm doing the way she likes it. So that's what I'm using. But you could do a bone broth. You could use a vegetable broth if you don't want it so heavy, or if you want to make it vegan, a vegetable broth and vegetarian cheese on top of that, because you got to have the melted cheese on top of it. So parties. In September, we changed the host program. I talked about last week. Host, once you have a party and your first order, you get a gift. And then when your party reaches $650 in sales, which mine always do, you get another gift. And then you get half-price items based on your sales levels, and you get a 10% discount on everything. And you get a 10% your past host discount, which we call our PHD, of 10% for the rest of the year. So if you go to other parties, you get a 10% discount. I did the math. You know, I was an accountant before I was a nurse. And they have more than made up. We used to give discounts based on your sales. They've more than made up for it, because what we've seen with the free products you're getting in September, it's more than what you would have gotten on a regular show. So if you're interested, just drop me a line, drop it in the comments party, and we'll get you set up. If virtual, I do a text party. It runs for a week. They get to see 2 demos. Tuesday, Pampered Chef does a live demo. One of our consultants pops on and they do a half an hour demo. And then you got me Thursday doing a demo. So they have 2 chances during the week. And I usually run my virtual parties over a week, so they get that chance to see those 2 demos. And or if you want to do a virtual party where we go on Zoom and we do a demo there, I'm willing to do that. I'm getting so used to being in front of the camera now that it's easy to do, and we have some interaction. That way they can talk back and forth. It'd be on Zoom. I don't have to fight the technical problems with this. So it's done. And we're gonna I'm gonna let off the pressure. And there's a little pressure valve here, a red pressure valve. I'll know when all the pressure is let off when it drops down. And it's done. I am going to tell you that we have a new one, a new Deluxe Multi-Cooker that has a hole where you could place your lid to hang off either side of it instead of where I had to put it to the side. I haven't upgraded that yet because I wasn't really active when they came out, so I didn't earn it for free. But most things, when you become a consultant, you could earn everything for free. But that was back, I think it was right after COVID, and I was working in the hospital all the time. So I wasn't really doing much with Pampered Chef then. So until this one bites the bullet, which it probably won't, I won't be upgrading it. All right, so I have my chinois strainer. We're going to empty it out. Make sure we get all that juice out. And then, so you see I just drained all the onions. I'm going to put the onions back in. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to reserve that. We're going to set it to sear. And we're going to start it. And this is where we're going to brown down the onions and get them seared. So we're going to do that for about 2 or 3 minutes. You can probably hear it going. So I'm going to put up, you see my air fryer is still going. I'm going to take that off the screen. for right now. I'm going to put up, if you're on Facebook, look at my post about the catalog. If you do a pick a page out of the catalog, you'll get entered in for one of our season's best cookbooks. And I'll be drawing that on Monday and letting everybody know. Catch me right now. You know, I'm Facebook and YouTube. I want to move to YouTube all the way so I can see all your comments. I'm really shocked I saw comments on this one, which I'm happy about. But that's my YouTube channel, and you can see all the past demos that I've done since I started this. And you could also go to log into my website, and I have two businesses that I do, Pampered Chef and Monet. You click on the Pampered Chef side and do a quiz. I'm also working on I have a recipe of the week club, and I have an archive set up. You could sign up for that. If you want to sign up for that, drop a comment, recipe club in the comments, and I'll send you a link to where you could sign up for that. And starting in September, the recipes that I post for September, I'll have a video demo on how to do it too. So you hear it searing away. We're going to get those browned up. So that's a quick way. But yeah, on my Facebook page, my personal page, the new catalog's coming out in September. So I have people picking out pages, and I take a picture of it and post it in the DMs when they make a comment of what page. And then I'll send you a link to get signed up to win that season's best cookbook. Also, just take a look at my website. You can see different things that are going on, what's special going on for this month. And then the new specials drop, and I'll have the new specials up and the new catalog. When you do that with the catalog, when you sign up for the contest for the giveaway for the season's best, when the link comes out, you'll get a link of the new catalog. All right, that's searing away. We're getting nice color on it. We're drying out. So what we're going to do is I have a tablespoon of flour. That's going to tighten it up a little bit, help it brown a little bit. Now let that cook off a little bit so we cook off the flour taste. Then we're going to add the rest of the stock in. A little bit more. I'm going to grab my phone and you can see what it looks like. Bring it back up. Oh. Smells So good. I can't even describe what it smells like. And like I said, I'm not sitting over the stove top watching this. So we're going to add the rest of this balloon beef broth. And what I didn't say, you know, I used the dry vermouth. When you use the red wine, the dry wine, it will be a little bit more body to it. And if you don't use any alcohol, you just use the same amount of broth. If you don't want to use any alcohol. So we got that going. And then here's the secret recipe. This is one of our seasoning mix. This is the French onion dip mix. So we're going to take this. And you would have been prepared and had yours open. I used up my last little bit the last time, but we're going to use 2 tablespoons. This is my adjustable measuring spoon. So you go up. This one's the large one, a tablespoon, 1.5 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons, 2.5 teaspoons, 1 tablespoon. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of this. And mix that in. And then the reserved juice that we drank. And we're going to put the lid back on. I'm going to cancel the sear, put the lid back on, and I'm going to set it to soup. I'm going to change the time down to 2 minutes. Start it. Sorry, starting to come up to pressure. All right. So while that's going, let's see what my dirty kitchen. My kitchen's not perfect. All right, so you see the bread. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to broil it just to get some color on that cheese. Just a minute. It's going to preheat, and during that time, it will get really hot. Keep back my pinky there. So I'm impressing myself. 2 cameras going. I don't know how I'm doing it, but let's see if anybody's dropped anything in the comments. All right. So this is going. It's going to take about a minute or two to get up to pressure. So 4 minutes, and then we'll be done. I talked about. So next week, I'm going to show off some of the other new products that we have. Some of the pantry products. We have a lot of pantry products that are coming out. Meal mixes, breads. Seasonings are not seasonings, but meal mixes. Oh, we have a cookie mix. Oh my goodness. So it's a brown butter cookie. And I think I'm gonna mix it and make it in here in the maple leaf, and we'll decorate it. So I'm gonna check my toast, if I could find my mitt. Oh, there it is. Because it's not going to take that much longer, it's done. That's how fast it is. So we're going to cancel this. It's nice and brown. And these are my oven mitts. They come with 2 to a pair. Very nice, reinforced here, so where you're grabbing, it always gets hot. It's reinforced here. I love it. Love them. So if you got something heavy, you got the 2 of them to use. Okay. That's canceled. So go ahead and drop down in the comments to help me figure out what y'all need to help you out. What are some of the issues you have coming, getting dinner time ready? Or what are some of your challenges in the kitchen? That way I could start gearing this up to some of the issues everybody's having. So drop that in or drop me an email. Just drop the email to Ian at ianbarnettrn.com, and I'll get back with you, and I'll start building up a live doing with some of the comments from y'all, what you're having issues with. So I'm trying to think what else. I'm also trying to, I used to do an open house each season with the new catalog. It's kind of hard now that I have mom here, so I am looking at doing a local one. I'm looking at a restaurant that has a back room with a kitchen. It's Carriage House. I'm trying to get some information on that, so be on the lookout. I'll hopefully have some information on that by next week. And I take a weekend and set up there and do quick demos, have the new products for y'all to see, and turn it into some fun. All right, so keep an eye out for that. Like I said, also go to my website, ianbarnettrn.com, and send me an email if you want newsletter. I send out a monthly newsletter with recipes and things like that. More recipes than the recipe club. The difference is the recipe club, when you join the recipe club, you'll have access to the vault with all the recipes that are in it. And then, like I said, on the recipes each week, they'll have a video, me doing the recipes. So you could access that. But that you could sign up for all of that at ianbarnettrn.com. I'm going to keep repeating that. Trying to think what else. And if anybody's looking for a side gig, side hustle, got a bill that you got to pay or looking to make some extra money, this is a great way to do it. I have one VIP pass left where somebody could sign up for free. You don't get a kit, but you get all the digital tools. You get access to our table program where we could set up virtual parties, and you set up links and people could go to the links and order virtually. A great way. And you could earn products as you're building your business to start earning some of the products. And this month, um, once you qualify within your 90 days, you could earn the Deluxe Coffee Maker, which is my favorite thing because you could use K-cups, you could use ground coffee in it, you could use espresso pods, you can make espresso with it, you could brew hot water with it. It's just so easy and quick. I love my thing. It has replaced my Keurig and it's replaced my espresso maker. I love it. So you could earn that. It's a almost $300, over $300 machine um, that you could get for free just by signing up and having a party or two and qualifying, and they send it to you for free. Great way to do it. But if you're looking for somebody or you know somebody that's looking, drop me a line. Let me know because I have one VIP pass left that somebody could start a business that can maybe help them out of some issues that they're having, financial problems, to help them. Because some people just need an extra $100 or $200 a month. That would get them over the hump. This is a perfect way to do it. You can do it like me, full time, and replace um, my nursing salary with this, or you could do it part time just to get you over the humps that you need. And that's why I love this. That's why I came back to it. Nursing, when I was an accountant, I did this part time and I had a good business. And when I was downsized in 2008, I ramped it up and did full time. And then that's when God said, I have another path for you. And I went into nursing school. And I missed it so much after I became a nurse that I came back to it 7 years ago. So it's very doable. Anybody could do this. I mean, let's face it, if I get up here and talk in front of this thing or talk in front of people and cook, because as an accountant, we didn't do sales, we didn't do that. We were behind the books, and I got up and did demos and cooked in front of people. And I think that's what opened up the door for me to be a nurse, to be able to talk to people um, and families. And now I'm doing it again. So a full circle type of business. So this is still going. It's taking a little bit longer. But just drop in the line. Just drop in any questions you have. And let's see if I could see them. I'm going to turn off my wonderful camera to my Deluxe fryer. So tell me what y'all think about these lives. Some of y'all have been watching from the beginning. What I could do different, what I can make better. Also, like I said, go to my website and take a look around. I'm updating it. Some of the pages, so take a look and let me know what you think. And I'd love your input. I'm just trying to make it better for everybody, make it easier, and getting everybody back in the kitchen. Another thing I want to do is I'd love to do more live parties like we used to do. My live parties, when I go to an in-person party, they're phenomenal fun. Everybody's forgotten what it's like to get together and have fun because we've been, that's the only bad thing about the pandemic that happened. So, all right, 2 minutes and we'll release this and then we'll be good to go. I'll show you what it looks like and we'll go from there. But yeah, my in-person parties, I would love to do an in-person party. They're fun. You invite everybody, they come in. It could be 3, 4 people, it could be 10. I've done parties where there's 20 people there. Based on how many RSVPs, we do recipe. I usually do 2 recipes, a savory, and we do something dessert-wise. Throw it together. Sometimes I get people to help out. We set up stations and everybody could work together and we get the meal going together. And it'd be fun, it'd be nice because the ones that I've been having lately are so much fun because people are have become so non-social, they're craving the time together with their friends. So I would love to do that with your friends. All right. We got 1 minute. I'm going to serve it up in our bowl. This is our anniversary, one of our soup bowls from our anniversary edition. Everything's handmade here in the US. Every dish is a little bit different. Nothing's set in stone, but it's made by the same people that make our stoneware here in the US. I love it. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe. You could put things in the oven to warm. You can't cook in it, but you can put them in to keep warm, or a warming tray, and you can do that. But they're so pretty. And that's done. So I'm going to release pressure. I'm going to cut the toast up in half so they'll fit in the bowl. All right, my pressure is released. All righty, I'm going to turn you down. Yum. It smells so good. Here's what it looks like. And I'm just going to pop the toast in, like I said. Poor man's quick time meal. And there's our meal. All right, guys. So I hope this wasn't too long for you, too boring, but see how easy it was? Less than an hour. We're at 47 minutes. And of course, it would take you sooner, faster, because you're not talking while you're demoing. You just be going to town and doing what you do. So I want to thank you for joining me. Remember, let's see. Keep me on top. So tonight, French onion soup, caramelized onions without the hour of stovetop watching. All thanks to Deluxe Multi-Cooker. If you want the recipe, drop a line saying recipe. I'll make sure you get it. Or, yeah, do that. Also, look, I'll be posting this to YouTube tonight with the final and with some descriptions where you could look at it again or share it with anybody. I'll be making some clips from it so you can see different things throughout the week. But if this helped you, let me know. If it gave you some ideas, let me know. I'm really here just to help everybody. And we help each other. I help you in the kitchen. You help me support me and mom and my business by having parties and things like that. So it's the circle of life. But thank you for joining me. Like I said, come back next week. I'll be showing the rest of the products. I'm probably going to do the brown butter cookie mix and do it in the maple leaf stove, and we'll go from there. But again, thank you. Have a great night. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next week on Thursday in the Kitchen. Bye.